See that? Well, the time lag, you'll see it on there.
Yeah.
This is the chat already. Joe Gould. I love you. First person always gets that. Bear the honey bear. Let's see if anything's coming in. See, look. That's how much of a delay there was since we started. You know?
I'm still stood up.
Yeah, look. You're half the man you used to be. I was gonna say. I see what I mean. You still stood up. Right. I think I'll mute it. Because there's nothing worse than hearing yourself 30 seconds later. It's like, it gets well confusing. Yeah. Hello everybody, we're just warming up. Got some guests in the house. You're not allowed to know who that is, but you will know who that is by now. Can everyone say if the signal's good, the sound and the visuals any good? Because we can't do anything unless that's been confirmed. Didn't take long, did it? What do you think? Respect from Scotland.
Oh, he done his own. Always commenting.
All good here. Audio and visual good. Thanks. Also. Wow, look. Does it say how many people are in the chat? It does on the phone.
On this, is it? Usually.
Oh yeah. Oh, well done. Leon never spotted that before. Yeah. 48 people. So. Oh, look at that. Awesome. Hey, hey, my lovelies. And Faye as well. So we've got 2 moderators now. Thanks for joining in. It really helps. That's awesome. Loud and clear, run to the woods. He was in the course.
He was, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. Andy, isn't it?
Andy.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, you're good with names, isn't it? Must be in the hospitality sector, isn't it? How's it hanging? To the right. Oh, look at that. Looking forward to the meet. Yeah, I think lots of people are. You're going to try this year, aren't you?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Got a lot on, but hell and high water. Let me see. Bloody hell, look at all this. So, Joe Gould. Was it? Fear the Honey Badger. Jojo D. Mark Beard. Michael DeHall. Bambi Secret. Bloody hell. Loads of people. Scottish Urban Prepper. Hello, mate. I'm going to have to do a live stream if I can get translations from Scottish into English. Just kidding. Oh, dear. Let me see. Who else is there? Oh, there's loads, isn't there?
Be interesting after any newbies.
Basil the Bee. Lots of them I don't recognise. Litter Picker. I know that guy. Wow. I'll tell you what. Seeing as that the sound and audio is good. Whereabouts is everyone from? We got people from America, from Europe. That'd be cool. Hello from the US. Debbie Miller. Hi. Whereabouts in the US and what time is it where you are? Because it's anything from what 6 to about 8 hours or 5 to 8 hours, isn't it? Behind. Adelaide.
Australia, isn't it?
G'day, mate. Scotland, East Coast. Carlos up the road.
Is he?
Yeah, there's Carlos up there. Look.
Carlos.
Well, Scotland, Ireland, Runcorn, Salisbury, bloody Manchester, Leeds.
2 p.m. US.
Oh, 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Oh, cool.
2 there, yeah.
Iowa, USA, here all around 2 o'clock. Must be on the same timeline then. East England. Bloody hell. This is wicked. Dublin, Tennessee. Tennessee, they do a good whiskey over there, don't they? Round the corner. Alright, John. Good to see you tuning in, buddy. Hey, let me see. You know where I am.
What's this one
Not
here?
saying that again. Oh, don't you start. You're trying to get rid of this big bloody Welsh again.
You said that today, didn't you?
Tennessee.
That's it, very good.
Sorry. Got to learn all this stuff, you know. I keep forgetting I'm actually in a different country now. It's bonkers. Hello from Germany. Oh, yeah.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Cornwall. Oh, Foggy from Cornwall, but not at the moment, as you probably might guess.
You're shouting from here.
Yeah, you come over if you want, mate. I'm currently having an Irish coffee and relaxing after my hunting trip. Nice. Even all from Bedfordshire. West Wales. Deep, dark West Wales. Is it bad over there? Is it?
That's from Leslie again, it is.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Is it bad there? Seattle, Washington. God, do you know always get mixed up? There's Washington, it's on the East Coast, and Seattle, Washington is not there, is it? I don't know whereabouts it is, but yeah, Seattle. That's Bill Gates' place, isn't it? Oop, what's it bad time? Whoops. Oh no, live stream's gone.
Yeah.
You'll be careful what you say nowadays. I've just been banned on Instagram, by the way. I didn't even say a swear word. I just said someone should be
Don't repeat it.
from a tree somewhere to do with how the country's run. That's all I can really say in a weird way. Wicked. Lancashire, Highlands of Scotland. Oh, it's all looking good. Cheshire, Hull. Sorry about that. Oh, it's just kidding. Oh, Ninja Man's on Hull. West Midlands. Can you do West Midlands accent?
No.
Yes, you can. You got to try. It's great up there, isn't it? It's lovely. What else are there? Ohio. Yeah. How's sunny Wales? Yeah, it's nice. Loving it. I don't want to go back to England anymore. Mind you, you've been told not to keep saying that because lots of people start coming out of Wales.
Not too many.
No, you want to
Yeah.
keep a limited number.
Keep the numbers down a bit.
Yeah. Quality, not quantity, I think. Staffordshire, nice. Midlands. Oh, that's another thing. It just reminded me. If there's any preppers out there who are looking to find people near to them, like a community sort of idea, figure it out on the chat. Tell people where you are, but you haven't got to give the road. You know, just a town maybe. I know Joe Gould was in West Midlands, and she was trying to find people like-minded, and a few people contacted her, and she's actually made contact with it. It's great to see that, you know, because a lot of people, I'm new to prepping, I don't know anyone in my area, is there any preppers out there? This is a good place to do it. So if you are looking to start a community where you are, or you want to go somewhere where you think there's going to be a good community, stick it in the chat, and you never know who's watching and listening, and you just go from there, okay? What, lots of people for the West Midlands. It's looking good. North East, wicked. Right, okay. 7 minutes is enough of that. What about questions? Have you got any questions? Now, there's lots of stuff going on around the world, as we probably know. I know more about what's going on in America than I do that's happening in the UK. And I've tried looking to find stuff online, and all it is mainstream info. And of course, we all know where that leads, okay? So we're trying to figure out what the hell's going on in our own country. That'd be a good start. I do know that, like again in America, there's a lot going on with diesel. So if any of you guys have got diesel vehicles in America, do whatever you can to get as much as you can as soon as you can. Because there's nothing worse than going to these gas stations and finding out there's no diesel, etc. Of course, they don't want you moving around and whatnot. So try and make sure that you've got quite a good supply as much as you can. Yeah, smash the like button if you can. If you haven't subscribed, do so, because you'll get a heads up on future videos. That'd be good. Huge arseholes. That's a good one, isn't it? I like that. I thought that was a real name, Hugh, and then I saw that, and then I figured, oh dear.
He's a friend of Hugh Jardon as well. Yeah?
Hugh Jardon. Oh, monsieur. Hugh Jardon. So yeah, we got lots of people. Where we got? Here we go. Yeah, well, I heard that as well. Baby formula. You said that earlier, didn't you? There's diesel and baby formula. So yeah, any shortages that you're noticing where you are, doesn't matter where you are in the world, that you're noticing firsthand, stick it in the, you know, what they're saying on the news, no one really believes that bull crap anymore. So if you can put what you're actually seeing, and don't make it up, just be honest, and it gives people a good varied idea of what is actually going on, especially when it comes to food, because, you know, without food we're pretty screwed. So without food we're pretty screwed.
You're a poet.
It's a t-shirt there, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, if anyone's got any question, put it in capital letters, put the caps lock on and go for it, because there's loads of chat. There's nearly 140 people in it so far, and they're all chatting, and it's really hard to keep up to speed with what's going on. Let's try and find one. What's the best camouflage for the UK? It sounds a bit weird, but tropical MTP looks good. It's all got its place. I mean, MTP does work in the UK. in my opinion, probably at the start of winter when all the leaf litter is on the floor. So if you put an MTP bash on the floor, that works really good with the leaf litter. But apart from that, DPM and Flectarn seems to be good in the UK. MTP, that was pretty much designed for the Middle East, so go figure. That's my opinion, of course. Whether I'm right or wrong, that's just what I think. There you go. First question of the night. Any news on lamb lab meat? Oh, that's Ronnie. That's the guy from Germany. The one I told you about with the polecat down at the shelter.
Yeah.
Hi, Ronnie. Oh man, it's like proper East End. He don't say trousers. He goes trousers. Trousers.
Yeah.
Mate, that's top draw. Lab meat. Any news?
We don't stock it, that's for sure.
No, but we do know from what I'm seeing anyway, looking in the supermarkets, that as you probably know, some of you, I did try an experiment going vegan for 3 or 4 years, and in that time, it wasn't that long ago, there was these quite small, but in the last year, maybe year and a half, it's gone up 3 times. So you're going down the supermarket aisles and you're looking at the frozen food and stuff. The amount of plant-based stuff that's available now, it's just gone bonkers. So I think they're slowly starting to push it, and you can probably see this visually. You've got a whole length of the supermarket aisle, and they'll have like frozen meat and then like vegan stuff, and eventually what I'm predicting is the vegan stuff will be more and more and more than there is available of the meat stuff. And I think that's going to be a slow burn, like the issue, should we say. It's a slow attack. It's not like an SHTF where one day something's the same and the next day everything's upside down. I believe it's all going to be a slow attack. So the news on lab meat, mate, I know it's pretty bonkers in America right now, but in the UK, I can only say what I'm seeing, and it's a slow growing movement in the supermarkets as regards non-meat based foods, I guess. Right, what equipment do you think we need for events? For the events that are happening now, what equipment do we need?
Firmly screwed on head.
Yeah, you need your mind working on all cylinders. Critical thinking. If you can't think of solutions for all sorts of things, God help you really, because you're going to need that at times like this. But equipment, a dehydrator would be a good thing. A vacuum sealer would be a good thing too. Lots of people I know, what they tend to do is they go to supermarkets. It used to be around 8 p.m. and lots of the fresh produce would be reduced. So just say, for example, you get like a bag of like diced up carrots. It's about £1. You go to 8 o'clock, it'd be like 5p, and there won't be much difference in that time, as you can imagine. So a lot of people are doing that sort of thing. They're going there, they're buying loads of cheap fruit and vegetables and even meat sometimes, and then they're basically just in a dehydrator and then they're vacuum sealing it. So that's one way that you can prep ahead and get lots of dried food with oxygen absorbers. All of the air's taken out of it, because as most people know, that oxygen just kills off stuff, okay, lets it rot down. So you deplete it of that and it just stays edible for yonkies years. Okay, just add water. So yeah, that'd be my advice. Get a dehydration machine and a vacuum sealer. Equipment, a super siphon, that's good. You can get them in America. It's basically like a flexible tube. It's got a little device on the end of a ball in there, and you put it in fuel tank and you shake it around. That's all you got to do, and it just comes out gravity fed to get fuel.
What about like a secondary source of cooking your food, like some sort of portable gas hob, keep it on?
No, that's a good point actually, because lots of us we rely on the grid to cook our food and to heat our homes. So yeah, absolutely, mate. That's a great call. I mean, at our house we've got we've got loads of gas bottles all stored away from the house. We've got paraffin. We've got a wood burner. So we've got different ways that we can cook our food and etc. Yeah, paraffin's a great one that stores indefinitely. Paraffin heaters, paraffin stoves. So yeah, different ways that you can get by really, because there has been talk in the mainstream not too long ago now, warning of massive power outages and things like that. So if you can try and keep your lives as normal as you can when the power's down.
Power packs.
Huh?
Power packs, battery banks.
Power packs, yeah, that's a great call. If you haven't already got sort of battery banks or power banks, Solar panels, the portable ones, they're great just to keep your phone topped up, so you can still keep in contact with friends whilst you've got no power. Always a good thing actually to have that sort of thing. And the beauty of little solar panels is once the battery power pack, cloudy overcast, the information, sorry, the technology nowadays is really good, and it will charge up that power bank, take it indoors, and you can carry on charging your phone, your laptop, etc. So as equipment goes, I think that would be the bare basics that you'll need. Here we go. Run to the woods. He can't help himself. He can't help himself. I told you last time. How serious do we take the threats from Russia? Well, there's one thing I can say about how seriously what's going on in Russia, because it's really bad. But what I think is, go figure. That's all I've got to say on it. I don't even look at what's going on out there, because what can we do about it? If something affects us, it's going to trickle down the media and stuff anyway. So just saw myself replay then. Oh, right. I made the brick rocket stove. Oh, nice idea. Cool. I've done one of those a little while ago. But be careful you don't have it too hot for too long, because apparently I've been told by experts that concrete explodes. Okay, so if it's just something for a quick brew or something, fine. But if you're going to keep it on for hours and hours and hours, just be careful, okay?
Breeze blocks will explode if they're wet, so make sure they're dry.
No, there you go.
It's the moisture inside them expanding that makes them blow up. So yeah,
there you go.
You can get
as long as they're dry, you can.
Yeah.
Fire bricks.
Fire bricks are sitting.
Yeah.
No, that's a good shout, man. Good shout.
Build yourself a pizza oven in the garden and cook anything in there.
Do you know what? It's not a bad idea actually. Yeah, because not everyone's got one of those sort of a barbecue or something, but something to add on to what you've got indoors. Okay, especially with summer coming up. I mean, who wants to cook indoors anyway, right? So it does make sense. Just giving you more options. I have to say about people ask me about what sort of food do I get. Just try and get loads of different things. Okay, you don't just get all tin stuff. Just get a variety of everything. Let me see. Do you recommend bugging in or bugging out? That's one of the most commonly asked questions in the prepping community. Everyone's situation is different, okay? So I can't advise what everyone does. But I would say if you're in a heavily populated urban environment, I would absolutely recommend bugging in right up until you think that your personal safety and your family's safety could be at risk. You need to make a plan and get out of there, or risk staying there and being overrun. Don't forget, it's you need to do a fair few things to get firearms licenses and stuff in the UK. All right, but trust me, criminals don't play that game, and they're going to be out getting what they can, and they're going to be tooled up, if you know what I mean. So if you want to bug in and stay in, you have to at least match what's coming. So if you've got no firearms and you're bugging in and there's gangs that are armed, I wish you the very best of luck. But personally, I'd make a plan and just to meet up with others and get out of there before it gets too hot. As I say, if you look down your street and you hear a noise, lots of noises, and neighbours are looking out the windows and stuff, and you start seeing like transit vans or whatever pulling up, going door to door, kicking doors in, you've probably left it too late at that point. All right, so just keep your eyes and ears on local news and anything like riots, civil unrest. You need to have your bag ready before that. Okay.
It's all about having more than one plan, isn't it? Having several plans.
Yeah.
The situations change, minute by minute, doesn't it?
No plan survives first contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah.
It's the same as military. We was taught, we used to plan everything military precision, and that's great to a point. But I'll guarantee you, there's something that's going to throw a kibosh in that, and you have to resort to plan B, C, D, E, F. If you haven't got redundancies, then you are going to be at risk, especially if you've got family and friends with you too. Okay, there's a hell of a lot to consider, but this is one of the reasons why I don't get caught into the trap and spending 8 hours a night watching Netflix. I'm spending time researching and planning things. Okay, because I think anyone at this stage can see that there's a lot wrong with the world and a lot of crap going on, and possibly a hell of a lot of crap coming down the road. So if you're still unaware of all this and still spending time watching Netflix every day, then I hope you wake up soon, because there's a big bright light coming. You need to get out of the way of it, okay? Here you see what else is on there. Has the bug out got any special offers at the moment? Here's the man here.
Yeah, on rucksacks, if you can get yourself one. You just had a deal on Crib Go rucksacks, half price. I think there's a few left. Okay, in there. Yeah,
Oh
in the
man,
shop. Not many. Most of them went out today, but
I packed over 10 of them today. Just
yeah. So
bonkers. Never seen that before.
the details are on the YouTube channel with the discount codes and all that. But yeah, and if you ever want a deal, just let me know and I can soon sort you out. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Because you know, you come on a course and stuff. You've been in this shop, but yeah, they literally just landed, what, 2 weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah.
And they just been on sale very recently. And as soon as Lee put up the special offer.
Well, like I say, if you need anything, just let me know. Send me an email. I'll always do a deal. Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of that film Kelly's Heroes. Do a deal.
Not oddball deal.
Not oddball. There we go. Where can I get Ozcam gear here in the UK? The postage from Aussie is too high. I would recommend eBay, mate, to be honest.
You're not going to see much of that around here.
No, not much.
Odd bit.
I saw a few people using the tarps and stuff. They're pretty nice, but there's not much call for it here in the UK. Maybe in summertime to an extent, but
It's not sunny enough.
no, it's Ozcam for a reason. It works in Australia, but yeah, you can get it in the UK. And I would advise going on eBay and just typing in Ozcam or Australian camouflage. Do a variant, it works. And also try misspelling it as well, because when some people list things on eBay, they type it in wrong. So you know they might have spelled Aussie wrong, for example. So think of different ways to spell it. And I'll tell you what, I come up with an absolute bargain once. I've got this really cool Berghaus top, and they spelt it wrong. And luckily for me, I spelt it wrong too. That's how I managed to find it. And no one bidded on it, and I won it for a really cheap price. So that's a good little tip there for today. So let me see what else it's got here. Do you recommend bugging in, bugging out? Now we've done that. Any questions in capital letters, guys? Okay, so we can see it. I've done the same again, hasn't he? Does this keep jumping around or what? Does the bug out ship to Ireland? What, Southern Ireland, I presume?
Northern Ireland we do, and yeah, I've had quite a few queries from Southern Ireland, but it all depends on the size of the order, so I can get a quote for dispatch. But
yeah, it is a bit of a pain doing anything outside mainland UK. If you're not too far from the border, get it sent to a friend in Northern Ireland. You just pop over there and get it, if that makes sense. But if you're down in Cork or something, then yeah, that's a bit out of order driving up to Northern Ireland, isn't it? How close do you believe we are to a nuclear war? Not a chance, mate, to be fair. I think there's been so much planning behind the scenes of how they want the world to be. It doesn't make sense to just destroy it all with all of that money and effort and whatever. And the stuff that they can gather from all of that, data gathering exercise and whatnot. So personally, I don't see it myself. You may see tactical nukes, probably. Some people are talking about.
I'm just in deep in the bunker. It's not a mask. It's to conceal my identity. I'm not one of those.
Suitcase nukes is another one. Now a lot of people are talking about that. It seems to be a bit of a hot topic. A few days ago, suitcase nukes. It's a great fear porn technique. Okay, no one really knows because I don't believe it's ever happened before. So personally, I don't think we're close to it. I think it's just a lot of fear porn myself. But saying that, you know, I've been wrong on 2 occasions. I said there was going to be a lockdown in October last year, but it never happened. And I also believed that Russia wouldn't invade Ukraine, and they did. So you might have to ask someone else about predictions, etc. But no, nuclear war, mate, that's right. No one wants that really, do they? Let me see. If you can only take one thing with you when you bug out, what would it be? Well, bug out bag.
All my gear.
Walks into that one, doesn't he? Let me see. A ferro rod, probably. With that, I can do all sorts. Mind you, no, I can do flint and steel. I don't know, man. That's a good question.
A good knife.
I think a good knife would be very useful.
I'd say a knife too.
Yeah, because you know, can you imagine trying to do stuff without a knife? I mean, I use my knife, no joke, every single day for all sorts of things like you wouldn't believe. So if that wasn't there, then yeah, trust me, that would be a bit of a bitch, to be honest. What's this? Multi-shot crossbow stock. When can I order, gents?
Yeah, they are like hen's teeth at the moment. You can't get hold of them.
Multi-shot crossbows. Are they the ones with the magazine?
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell! Good luck for that. You had a little look around a while ago, but it's just constantly out of stock.
So as soon as I can get hold of them, they'll be in the shop, but I can't get hold of them at the moment.
Yeah, Lee's pretty much looking at least once or twice a week, and since I've been here, and it just gets a bit boring seeing out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. And if you just try that, and there's a rare chance that some are in stock, you've got to buy them straight away, because if you don't, you come back after 5 minutes. If you've gone to the toilet or something, they're gone. They're that crazy. All right. So my advice: if you see any anywhere, just put them in your basket at least, or just buy it straight away. What's that? What are you aiming to catch out the window with that fishing rod?
Mermaid.
Yeah, you're not in a Welsh mermaid. Oh man, where's this guy been? That's a good question, that is. My Webley Prem .22 pistol. I must be if you bug out. Yeah, 22s are good. I guess that's a Springer. Or I'd say Webley. They don't do the gas ones today. It was back in the day.
That might be a rimfire.
Yeah, all right. Bloody hell. A .22 rimfire, that'd be nice. Yeah, anything that you can get some sort of distance from a small game, you don't want to be so close, because, trust me, trying to sneak up on them things sometimes is a nightmare. So you need some sort of distance. So if you're a good shot with that, absolutely, because that ammo is not going to take up no room at all. Imagine running around 7.62 bags and that stuff.
But you'd be knackered when the ammo runs out.
You mince the rabbit at the same time.
That's my advice to my American friends. It's great having these beautiful weapons and all this ammo, but one day that ammo is going to be gone. You need something to fall back onto, okay? Guns for show? Nice for a pro. Right. What's your stance on precious metals, gold and silver? Funny enough, we was just looking at the markets earlier, and silver's dropped down to 21, which is a bit bonkers. My advice would be, now actually would be a good time to buy, because I can't really see it getting any lower than what it is now. If it does, it's only going to be a few pence here or there. I wouldn't guess it's going to go crazy lower. But no, it's a bit strange seeing it drop that quick.
I think it's just volatile at the moment, because
there's
what's going on in the world, isn't it?
That's what I say, the market's to react to fear, and there's a lot of fear out there. So anytime something's announced, and it just sends jitters all different ways through the markets, and we are noticing gold and silver's taking a bit of a hit. So yeah, if you're new to this and you want to get in on the silver, get it as soon as you can. You want to get physical silver, right? Don't get ETFs, because you start going down that road, trust me, when people start waking up and they start trying to cash their physical silver in, trust me, there's not enough. There's more ETFs than there are physical silver, and there's no way they can get it. And in fact, I was looking at waiting times on the Britannia Mint a few weeks ago, and yeah, you're talking months. Okay, so if you want to buy from them, you pay now and you wait months later. So it's a scary thing. I'm just glad I got mine before the VAT thing and Brexit. So I would just buy what you can as soon as you can. eBay's a good thing, but what I would recommend, if you do buy off of eBay, make sure that they've got other silver items for sale. Look at the feedback as well, okay? Don't go onto an eBay site where it's just got one silver coin for sale, nothing else, no feedback. You're taking a risk, because there's possibly a lot of fakes out there now. Because the more that this information and news gets out there, the chances of fakes just flooding the market. So you'll be very careful, okay?
When the demand is high, you always get that chances.
You do. Yeah. It's in every single scenario about everything. Someone jumps on a bandwagon, some criminal, to get some money out of what's going on, okay? A good way to test silver, if you don't know, some people say you get a magnetic slide. I didn't want to spend money on a magnetic slide. I already had one. And what it was I got a knife set called Global, and it's probably nearly 2 foot long. A great big rectangular magnetic strip where you just clip your eyes on. Turn it around, you get your coin, you put it roughly 45 degrees, put it on the top, and it will slide down. If it slides down really, really slow, it's probably good to go. If you put like a 10p piece in there, that should slide down really fast. I'm not going to go into the technical analysis of all this, but that is a really good, cheap way to see if you've got genuine silver or fake silver. The only way to be really sure is to take a bit off and get it analysed, but in fairness, who's really going to do that, okay? So let me see. Any free strand brass snare wire about? I think we've got some in the shop, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got brass wire,
yeah. BCB do a brass snare wire, and I think they come in a pack of 2 coiled up. And we got them in the shop right now. BCB, they was fronted by Barry Davis, who was in the SAS, and a lot of their stuff's pretty good. Loads of it ends up in Special Forces survival kits, survival tins, should I say. So yeah, that's a pretty good shout, Ronnie. BCB do a good one. You're a moocher. You should have some of it already. Right, there we go. I think it's really hard to do this because you do a little thing and loads of it goes. What do you think about crypto? Crapto. Sorry, mate. Not getting involved. I know loads of people have got in there and their digital wallets have just emptied overnight. And apparently, recently, I did hear through the grapevine that there was a big attack in the crypto market and lots of people lost a hell of a lot. So I always like to have physical things, okay? Physical things you can't get taken from you unless you want them to take them from you. But if it's anything digital, online in the cloud, it's at risk of being hacked. I don't care how smart you are, how smart you think you are. As regards IT security, there's always someone clever who can find out a way around your system and drain what you've got online or in the cloud. So crypto for me is a long go. What do you think on crypto, man?
All the major governments are talking about having their own cryptocurrency, haven't they?
Yeah, the digital dollar.
Yeah. So is that going to flood the market and push Bitcoin out, to the wall? Who knows?
It possibly could do because I think they're going to centralise it.
Yeah.
So obviously the government's not going to be doing crypto that's got no central backing. So.
Well, they don't want the competition either, would they?
No.
So
yeah, possibly Bitcoin that could be pushed.
But it's not something I get involved in, is it?
No, me neither. I was tempted. I've got a good friend who's made an absolute fortune. He lives abroad now, and I said to him, if I put £100 into crypto, how soon can I see like huge returns? And he was advising me like, if you don't really know what you're doing, you have to learn a hell of a lot about security. It's nothing. If you've got unsecure networks and you haven't installed really expensive like super grade software to protect your digital wallets, etc., don't even think about getting involved in crypto because
everybody and their nan's bringing out a different crypto at the moment, and it's some of them are just straight up nefarious.
That's
what's called a rug pull. You see a lot of this in the NFT markets as well. Where they'll promise you the sun and then all of a sudden they're gone with your money. The North Koreans have provably also been behind a lot of crypto hacking, taking over DAOs or decentralized autonomous organizations. So
I've read a bit about that. Yeah,
I suppose any investment, just be prepared to lose whatever you put in.
Oh yeah.
So
exactly,
don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
And then your life savings or something. So
that's what people say to me. They've got like all of their savings in one bank account. Put it in different bank accounts. Yeah. If you're crazy enough to put any money in the stock market right now, good luck to you because that is really risky. Yeah. It's hugely volatile, like Lee said, and the crypto market's no different. So try and spread it in all different ways. Personally, I think silver's a great way to go. If you get 4 fine silver, that's medical grade. You can actually make colloidal silver, which I've said in other videos. That is definitely a good way forward because from what I'm looking into, if it's got pure grade silver, which 495 is, it's medical grade. That stuff, if you know what you're doing with distilled water and the proper electric currents, you can make that solution. And if you have some of that every day when you go through flea season and stuff, theoretically you shouldn't hardly get ill at all. It's amazing, amazing stuff. If you don't know anything about that, have a good look around and check up on that. There was a time, I think it was before 2020, you could readily availably buy it on eBay. But I remember looking 6 months ago, just non-existent now. So whether they pulled it, because they know how effective and how good colloidal silver is, I don't really know. But definitely look at ways of getting silver. Like Lee said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you get like a silver coin, which you can barter with, and you can also use it to make really good health healing properties with, absolutely the way forward. 1 ounce silver rounds, Britannias, etc. They're pretty good. I'm not sure what the premiums are at the moment, but it's always above 10%, I'd say, the way it's looking. So if the spot say it's 21 at the moment, which is shocking, the cheapest you're going to get is 31. Then you've got postage and VAT on top of that. So it's a lot of money for what it actually is compared to what people are buying used to. I remember people spending like £16 for a coin. Now, you're looking at, it's doubled pretty much, okay? So yeah, shout out to all you silver stackers who had your head screwed on way before this. Keep stacking, don't sell. Do not sell. Don't make an exit strategy just yet. I'll keep it for bartering myself. What's this? When will the shit hit the fan? Oh God. Lee knows this one.
My balls are hairy, not crystal.
Chink, chink, chink. But yeah, you know, that's the $1 million question, isn't it? I mean, like I said, when all the issues started, I had it straight from the outset that this is a slow burn, okay? So this the only way that they're going to try and achieve their goal, which is global domination, if you will. The only way to do it is slowly. If they turn around and said, right, everyone, you got one religion, one currency, one government, can you imagine the reaction? Exactly. So they're doing it slowly, okay? So when will it be? But I reckon a lot of the SHTF things will be when power goes out. I mean, they're already talking about like rolling power cuts in the US, especially in summertime, because the demand on AC systems is very high. It's going to put a lot of pressure on the grid. It's already struggling recently. So that's a big problem that a lot of people are going to find out the hard way, what their shortcomings are because they haven't prepped. You know, all of a sudden, it happened to me. Man, I crapped myself. I woke up one morning not that long ago, we had a storm, turned the light switch on, click. Bulb's gone. What a bummer. Went downstairs, the old click. Uh-oh, no power. So straight away, it's like, no panic, don't worry. Get the gas stove out, get the kettle out, light it, get a brew on, and then get the emergency lights on, you know, that have already been charged up. And we just carried on. And luckily, it was only 24 hours, but can you imagine if that was a week? Now, if any of you don't know this, there was a docudrama released 10 years ago, something like that. It was called Blackout. It was on Channel 4. You can see it on YouTube right now. It basically goes through this scenario that the UK all of a sudden had zero power for a whole week. And it had so-called experts like chipping in as the event unfolded of what certain facilities would shut down after certain hours and certain times. That effect will have on this, that affected that. And they predicted what society, how they would react. Really interesting documentary, or docudrama. It's called Blackout, Channel 4. If you put that into YouTube, you'll see it straight away. So yeah, I reckon that sort of shit at the fan will be quite real, probably this year at some point. Bullion online are a good dealer for silver. I was recommended bullion by post.
Yeah, I've used them.
Yeah. And I had another one, I can't remember what they're called, but they were based in Europe, and I got it way before the Brexit thing. They was excellent because it was 0 VAT, so luckily I got what I needed before it all went 20% extra. But yeah, if that's good, bullion online, that's a nice shout. There we go. Leon Hogan is saying any preppers in Ireland. So yeah, if you're looking for like-minded people near you, put it in the chat. And if people are looking, just go up and down the chat. And if you find someone local to you, get in contact, etc. Chat to them. It's all good. I'll be bringing cigars. Wow, what a random question. What now? Cheers, dude. Take crypto offline. Yeah. Okay. I think they're just chatting amongst themselves, mate. Yeah. Crypto.
It's a good one from Hollywood Tactical saying that cigarettes and alcohol are good for bartering, which I would tend to agree with as a smoker and a drinker.
Oh, was that a non-capital comment?
It was, yeah.
Come on, guys, put capital letters when you do this, because I can't see it all.
Any luxury goods like that, they will.
Yeah. Well, anything that you can, I mean.
Even sweets,
sweets. I mean, you were right, thinking about miniatures.
Yeah.
And someone else on the survival course done that the other day. I think it was that poor guy. He said like, oh, you got loads of miniatures. He doesn't really drink much, but I said to a couple of them when we all finished, and I was just shooting a breeze between them, and I said anything you can think that people have got addictions to, even if you don't like it yourself, try and get some of it, and just stick it away. Forget all about it, okay? So if you don't smoke, just get a few packets of fags and tobacco. They're all sealed. Theoretically, they should last years, okay? Yeah. So you haven't got to go mad because money's tight. Just get a few of those. Miniatures are a great idea.
Yeah.
Think what most people like. Personally, I like single malt scotch, but a lot of people do like vodka and things. So You know the world. What do people drink these days? Anything.
Yeah,
Well, in that
and
sort of-
anything with a
yeah.
percentage.
Yeah.
In that sort of scenario, they will drink anything.
I think it is, man. And you know,
Good point. Sorry, just from
Yeah.
Bazza the Bear saying cigs are too expensive to hold for barter. Yes, but if you're likely to go on holiday at some point, duty free, bring a couple of sleeves back, you'd be surprised what people will do for 20 cigs when they can't get hold of cigs.
oh god, absolutely. Yeah.
But if you was a smoker and say you bought a pack of 20,
Yeah.
you took two out. And put them
Thanks,
to one
Guardian
side,
Prepper, and thanks you very much for the super chat. Appreciate that. I don't know what ZAR is.
Hopefully it's close to pounds.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
South African Rand?
I don't know, ZAR, on what currency that is. It says £10 a packet. Is that how much cigarettes are now? But yeah, like I said, if you know anyone who's going on holiday, right, even if they don't smoke, can you just say to them, just bring us 200 B&H, that was the classic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then it's going to be a lot cheaper than what £10 is, I would assume. And then by that, you got a whole carton, they used to call it, wasn't it? 200 smokes.
Sleeves.
Stick that away. And trust me, right, when things go bad, people come up to you and they go, man, I haven't had a cigarette for months. I want to kill someone. I said, have you got any smokes? And I said, I might have. I said, what do you want to trade for it? And then, you know, they can have loads of stuff which you could really do with. And it's just a case of 20 fags, there you go, mate. And they'll be your best friend. So little things like that are great because they're lightweight, they store well. And the only problem is, I suppose, is the price. But like Nick said, you know, it's a great call.
But even without the shit at the fan situation, they're going up in value anyway. So if you buy them,
no, that's
now,
a fair point. Yeah,
in 5-10 years time,
yeah,
they're going to be worth
No,
twice,
that's
three
very
times.
true.
Just store them decently. Don't open them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep them wet and damp as well.
Yeah.
Okay? Try and keep them as dry as you can.
And kids.
The kids.
Teenagers, yeah.
Don't smoke, kids.
Stunts your growth, apparently.
But no, it's absolutely true. I mean, that is a really good shout, Lee. And it's not all about the shit at the van, etc. It's about inflation. And we're seeing it firsthand now. So I guarantee you buy a packet of cigarettes today, and you go back there and say 2 months, 3 months time, and you look how much, and I'll bet you any money they're going to be a lot more than what you paid today. Okay, so it's like the same old thing. You know, whatever you get today is always going to be more tomorrow, and unless you're really fortunate. But you know, I found out a few good things recently. I was in Tesco's and I was getting like 1 kilo packets of spaghetti. They were £1.30. They went up to £1.40. I went to Aldi and they'd done like a 500 gram pack of spaghetti, 20p. So I'll try one, and I'll tell you what, it was really good. So from now on, I'm going to be getting those because they're pretty much exactly the same in flavour, etc., and a hell of a lot cheaper. So of course, the money that I'm saving, you know, goes towards a good old tin of bacon grill instead, which is always nice. Go have bacon grill, a bit of pasta now and again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Spam surprise.
I just read my mind. You see Lee's Instagram account, Spam Surprise. I was thinking, yeah, Mrs. Lee went out and like Lee was looking after the kids, and it was try out some prep cooking. It's always good to do that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because people stockpile all this food, and a lot of people have never used it before. I've never eaten out of a tin. Good God, man!
Kids are asking
So
what
you try
it is.
it, no?
Yeah. Kids are asking what it is. I said, I'll tell you once you've had it.
Bacon grill and custard. Always a good thing. Right, here we go. Black duct tape comes in handy if you go over the limit on parking car park. What?
Yeah,
Duct tape
to
for the
change the
1,000.
reg.
Oh yeah.
The trouble with that is they will clock you going in, and if they don't clock you going out, they will assume that you've been in the car park until the next time you go in and leave. I've had that. So if you're gonna do that, do it beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh, so what, gaffer tape over your number plate?
Well,
Change
just to change an
numbers,
I
yeah.
to an F,
Oh, right.
an E to an F, an
Funny
F to
enough,
an
I'm
E.
doing it on Sunday. But I didn't really say that.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna do
Imagine
that, do everybody a favour and just stick it over the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Do everyone a favour, yeah. God.
But no, about duct tape, it's got a million and one different uses in it, so it's always good to have a good supply of duct
Do
tape.
you know what?
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. If anyone hasn't got duct tape in their bucket bag, seriously put some in. You
Well,
don't have to put a whole reel in there. Do what I've done. You can just roll off about 3 or 4 metres or so, wind it around a blank ferro rod or something that's going to have some sort of use, takes up a little room. But yeah, that's always good. You get a rip in your tarp and it's lashing down, you can just get it out, dry it off and just stick it on there and then, okay? It's going to make a big difference. Oh, duct tape. Should I write a book of the 1,001 uses for duct tape? You'll probably be a lot, isn't there?
Can they get it in camo or not?
I know you care. Yeah, DPM bloody duct tape he's got now.
Silence is golden, duct tape is silver.
Very good. Connection of seeds to grow, especially, plus nicotine plants, etc. Yeah, I've actually grown nicotine plants, and nicotinetta, I think it was called. And it's a beautiful smell in the evening. The flowers come out. But yeah, if you know what you're doing with that sort of stuff, you can literally just get the leaves and dry them out. Be a good shout, actually. I only do it abroad. I mean, a lot of my cigars come from Cuba and Dominican Republic. But yeah, be a good laugh trying it over here, wouldn't it? Tobacco leaves and stuff.
Well, global warming, whatever.
It's a very good point, actually. I think that's definitely worth looking into. As I said, I just grown them for ornamental reasons at the time. But yeah, I suppose it's really worth looking into if you can actually use the leaves rather than just for an ornament plant, as it were. A good tart brand. That's easiest to get hold of on Amazon or eBay. A good brand of tart.
DD.
Well, 10th wonder.
Hey, I've no experience with 10th wonder. DD.
No.
I will rep DD all day long.
Yeah.
And their multicam is nice.
I do like it, actually.
Effective.
Yeah, I like just saying
well,
it. The
so,
multicam. I went out camping at Jeddah Night in the Woods years ago. When I first saw it, I was like, wow, where'd you get that coming from? And he said DD. I said, what?
Yeah.
Really? Like civilian? Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
So Lee's got them in the shop, and DD tarps are good.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless. Yeah, just it is what it is. Why are you wearing a mask? Because he's got COVID-18.
No, I've got COVID-20, which is better than 19. But I'm greedy, so I'm not sharing.
Yeah, personal reasons. So let me see. Stock up on VAP. See, that's John. You've been drinking, John. Does he mean vape?
Vape, perhaps.
Vape, maybe. Does he vape? He smokes rollies, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, never mind, John. Maybe next time.
Perhaps he's been on the miniatures, has he?
I think so. Oh dear.
From Max Power, what whiskey is the best?
Where can I find a good, long-lasting pair of walking boots? From Lee's shop. No, I'm joking. A good pair of long-lasting walking boots. Wow. Well, to be honest, personally, I think it's a personal thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wherever you go
boots.
get them, is make sure you try them on, isn't it? With walking boots.
Oh my god, yeah.
Don't buy off.
What the?
Is that tactical health?
So I've gone 3 words.
Oh my god. Did that really happen?
Shit. Yeah.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Yeah, with any sort of footwear, always best to go and try them
tactical,
on.
you're the dude.
It is tactical, enough, isn't it?
Yeah, thanks ever so much, brother. That is just an absolute
Top man.
mind-blowing thing to see.
He's awesome, isn't
He's awesome.
he? Yeah.
I found his YouTube channel, I subscribed to him, so yeah, do some more of them videos, Tactical, if you can, mate. We all know that mental health is a good thing when you're out in the woods, so if you're in need of that, go out there and take the camera. Can I smoke here or not?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You're not going to burn the old
No, just don't burn it down.
I'm in a bit of a shock, I just saw that just land on my doormat. Oh man, you always do that, dude. God, thanks.
Top man.
Gareth BKW, all good. Now listen, mate, you need to get yourself to the Prepping meet. You've been saying it year after year after year, but you've got to do it this year, okay? Well, I love that guy like a brother. What he doesn't know about comms, you take any radio down there and he'll fix it. He's a very clever guy with communication stuff. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, 7th Armour Brigade, out in the Gulf one, and what he doesn't know about field hygiene, he could actually sell you a do a course on field hygiene if you wanted to. So, yeah, lovely KW, you're a star. I need to light one of these little cigars up after that shot. Tacticals kick me in the nuts yet again. From Lee's shop, they're really good. See, I want to get told off in a minute. Right, let me see, what else have we got really sidetracked then? A good long pair of walking boots. So, like I said, personally, what I've done is I've spent a hell of a lot of research before each pair of boots that I get, okay? Now, what I try and do is I try and get them as brand new or as near new condition as I can. I will break them in, okay? So, personally, I've got about 8 pairs of different, top quality, almost brand new, worn in combat boots. The reason being is my feet aren't going to grow anymore now. I'm 50 years old. So theoretically, all of them boots should last me the rest of my days, okay? Because what you don't want to be doing is having one pair of boots that are half worn out, come about a year or two's time, you go to get some more, you either can't get them, or they're out of stock, or they're too expensive. Like, I'm glad I got all of my stuff when I did, you know, because my granddad used to say, well, before he died, obviously, he said, make sure you got two good things, a good pair of boots and a good bed, because you're in neither one of them, okay? Makes sense, doesn't it? You can stand up in a crappy pair of boots all day and have bad feet, goes to a bad back. You sleep in a bad bed, you get a bad back. Needlessly, you know. So that's my opinion. All boots are different, but where can I find them? As I say, Lee's got some in the shop. I think he's got 2 or 3 different styles in there. Mainly Altbergs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Altbergs. They were issued to the British forces, so they are good quality boots.
My set of issue Altbergs have lasted me 5 years now.
Without being resold?
Yeah.
No way.
And that's
Is
another
he
good
driving
point.
for it?
Yeah. Well, no, that was doing landscaping and all sorts. But
No, I'm only joking.
anything with a Vibram sole on it, you can get resold. So yes, your initial outlay is going to be a little bit higher. Obviously, old classic, the lower combat GTX.
Yeah.
Yes, it's £200 for a pair of boots, but I've had mine for 10 years.
Well, like these.
Lower Zephyrs.
Lower Zephyrs, right? I'll tell you one thing. I've never found the pair of boots more lighter and more comfortable than these, and more waterproof than these. But the downside is I wear them every day, and they've lasted no more than 2 years. I think I'm on my 4th pair now. So, like I say, all my serious boots I keep in good nick ready, and I just keep wearing these because they're so bloody light and comfortable.
Best piece of advice is if you can try them on, try them on.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, if you are getting a new pair of boots, make sure you break them in, okay? Don't get a new pair of boots, stick them away, and then start to wear them when things have gone bad, because if you start getting hot spots and blisters and stuff because you haven't broken them in yet, that could really lead to serious problems, okay? What's this? It's got my name in it. I don't know, how do people do that when they put the...
Yeah,
Just tag you.
And then just
So and then
press
you
space and
use
carry
it.
and then it comes up. Oh, wow, that's good. It highlights
Small
it.
packs of rolling tobacco and papers. Thanks to the Tobacco Product Directive, you can only buy 30-gram packets these days, which I believe are retailing from £15 to £17. So
You can't get 50-gram pouches?
you can get 50-gram and you can get 30-gram, but you can no longer get 12.5-gram pouches.
Oh, right, yeah.
Which would have been ideal for that, you know, little boxes of amber leaf, you know, with the papers.
Oh,
and
right, it's a
photos
little
in.
storage thing like we're talking about. The
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Stuff. Yeah, good
Well,
shout,
I mean,
actually.
they're all hermetically sealed in pouches, but yeah, the smallest that you can get in the UK and Europe, as far as I'm aware, is 30 grams.
Jeez. Yeah, the good old days, you'd go to Belgium and get like...
Oh, God, yeah.
Gee whiz.
Yeah.
I remember working on a building site years ago down in Gunwharf, down in Portsmouth, back in the year 2000, 1999, around then. There was a shipping container, and what used to happen on lunch break, they used to open it up, the guy at the table, and he had about 3 bin liners full up with 50-gram pouches from Belgium, and they're £5 a pack. How things have changed. There we see Moocher, there we go. 20 Bensons, 11 sheets, €7.50. What's the euros? What would that be, about £6, something like that, give or take? I'm not really sure what
I'm not up on the exchange rate.
I don't know what the exchange rate is now.
140. Well, we get screwed on duty in the UK massively for obviously any tobacco product. So yeah.
Grow your own
Germany's a lot
tobacco.
cheaper.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, like the guy said earlier on about growing tobacco plants, you know, I'm not sure what the conditions are, but I'm suspecting it'll probably be a greenhouse, something like that.
Oh, yeah,
If it's
yeah.
like a big, fat, juicy leaf, it's going to need a lot of like heat and moisture.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
They're all grown in tropical countries mostly.
I used to know people with greenhouse with different sorts of leaves growing in them, you know.
That's another podcast.
That's another podcast.
Gardening with Funky coming next week.
You're right, Irie. £7 for 20. Wow, bro, they're tenner over here. Yeah.
Mental.
Send fags. Yeah. Do you know what the best thing about it is? They don't weigh nothing, so they're posted to be nothing, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
That's a good shout, actually. So, any items you can recommend to buy on the Bug Out shop? That's from Marley McCann. Now, there's the owner of the shop right there, so...
Well, if I was you, I'd just buy everything. Just take one of everything.
One of everything. Yeah, then you'll be covered. Literally in debt, probably. But no, there's what I like about Lee's shop is is just try to cover everything in a small space, and that does seem like the impossible task. It's almost like getting a small bug-out bag and trying to ram everything in there. He's pretty much managed it with a small shop, and it's insane. So well done to you, Lee.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things in there, and what Lee also considered recently was a little tiny area which could be expanded in the future about home prepping stuff. So you got food grade buckets and all the sorts of tools and things like that. So that's something which a few people have asked to stock. So that's definitely. Oh yeah, Tactical says remember to give the live stream a big thumbs up. So yeah, if you haven't done so, there you go, 100. So yeah, just come out of the chat and click thumbs up. It really helps because the more people get to see this, the better. And apparently the thumbs up does that for some weird reason. 22nd to the 28th of May, we lose all sovereign. Really? Okay. Oh, I know what you were talking about. The W. Oh.
Who?
Brilliant. Oh man, that's
Sorry, I
serious.
couldn't
Shit,
help
man. But yeah, I did hear about that, and who knows? I mean, there was talk about that there was a real King of England apparently, King John, but that all seemed to have petered out. But I do gather that he sold a lot of books, so got to figure.
Yeah.
That happens a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Always used to remind me years ago when, before I woke up, I used to watch Jonathan Ross on a Friday night, wherever it was. And it was turning out that every single person having that show had a DVD or a book to promote, didn't it? Just like what they do in America, I think. Tobacco plant, Nicotina, reasons to grow include drawing pests away from other plants. Oh, good, so it's a good companion plant then. Grown in the UK to smoke is a bit ambitious. Yeah, is it litter picker? Is it going to be a greenhouse thing? Proper soil conditions, etc. There is a reason why we import this stuff. Yeah, that's a good point. American Tobacco Company. My lower GTX Combats are brilliant boots. Yeah, second that, Faye. I've still got my original pair, the one I went up Penny Fan with, and all over Salisbury Plain. They're still lasting well. Them soles are fantastic too.
Swear by him.
That's Vibram as well, isn't it?
Swear by him. Yeah.
My mate was in the Paris. He just said if you're going to get boots, make sure they got Vibram soles. When they wear out, you can replace them. They just absolutely bomb-proof them things.
Mindel Desert Fox from
Hakes, high liability.
yeah. Hikes are good. Yeah.
Is that
You
what
can't-
you
you-
pronounce them? Hikes. Is it?
Hikes. Yeah, you can't go wrong with German boots, but then you also can't go wrong with Yorkshire boots.
Well, there's a reason why they issued them out to the armed forces, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Good
there's no way that they're going to tender a contract and get like 80,000 British fully ready combat troops with crappy boots.
I mean, the great thing about the Altbergs is that you've gone from 150 to 200 pounds for a pair of boots. Now that they're being issued, you know how much are you selling them for?
50 quid, 55
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And they've already been broken in. So.
Yeah.
And that's, do you know what though? Because funny enough, because the other day I was getting them boots and I was putting them all in size order because we had customers coming in. Have you got a size 10? They're down there somewhere. So to make it easier for them, I put them all in size order. And every time I checked them over, all of the soles were literally 99 to 100% like brand new. So what I'm guessing is recruits have joined. They've had these boots on. They've lasted a very short amount of time, and they've ended up going to surplus. We ended up getting them. And well, £55 for a pair of boots with brand new. They're what, £100, £200, whatever they are. So yeah, save an absolute fortune, and you haven't got to go through that ball ache process of breaking them in because they've already been done by some lovely recruit who's jacked. So
Oh, they're like super grade, aren't they?
yeah, they're really good condition boots. You can't go wrong with Aku boots. Do you know what? We've contacted Aku trying to get some boot supply because we're doing a big charity walk. Never tried a pair on, but I've been told by so many people now who know their shit that they are seriously good boots. So unfortunately, we haven't heard nothing back from Aku. So thanks, Aku. Altbergs are good. Bugging out would be hard with their drones. Yeah, for sure. But I'll tell you one thing. People have a fear of drones, and what you say, they're a fantastic aerial asset. Now, one of the things that over time they will be weaponized, when I don't know, but the capabilities at the moment is definitely with thermal imaging capability. Now, if you want to escape from that threat, as it were, Someone's done a YouTube video, and I'd love to find it. And what I'll have to do is, when I do find it, I'm going to stick it on a link on another video one of these days. Now, they've done an experiment. They just got a bog standard space blanket, like a sleeping bag. They climbed in there, sealed it up, and they put a thermal imaging camera over it. Nothing, not a single trace of heat signature in there. So it just goes to show, you know, a very expensive area asset piece of kit and equipment with a 99p blanket can be defeated. It's the same principles they adopted in Vietnam, okay? They had Huey 205s going in, and all of the locals were shooting bow and arrows. And they think, yeah, very funny, that's not going to work. But actually it did. A certain amount of aerials got into the air intake and brought the Huey down. So don't be afraid of expensive tech. It can always be defeated. That's why I'm not a fan of tech, really, because it's so vulnerable, to be honest. What else? Let's go down and see what else is on here. Any questions, anybody? In full capital letters would be good. They're not doing capitals, but we can find them. Best ever boots I've ever had are Mendel's. Oh, they're good. Cost me 250 quid. Yeah. In fact, Simon had those at the surplus shop years ago. They were the desert ones, and man, they're super comfortable, to be honest. Mendel's. What's that? It was grunt proof. Who did that test? Oh, well done. That was the guy in the video. So if anyone wants to go on YouTube and check out someone called Grunt Proof, they did that test that I was talking about, that video I saw, where they just got a space blanket, thermal camera, they disappeared. Okay. So yeah, thanks for flagging up. That's cool. You're reading all of them. So I'm just on for questions.
Giggling at a couple of the comments, that's all.
Yeah, you know that shit, yeah. Oh, just got in, evening all, gutted I missed it. You haven't missed nothing, bro, you're still here. SAS, Wild Man, 1%er. Blimey, that's the title, isn't it? Check him out, nice. Do you recommend getting a webbing belt? I've got a set of webbing myself. I've got it tailored. I sent it to a mate of mine. He's going to the prepper meet. His name's Cav Customs. Seriously knows his stuff, and he can turn a bog standard piece of PLC webbing into something extremely comfortable and very functional. I used that on a couple of military training things that we've done, and yeah, it felt great walking around with just belt kit on. It's really good. You put all the essentials in there. It's a good test to see how far you can get without carrying a great big bag for the kit and equipment. So yeah, I thoroughly recommend people get like a webbing belt or something. Do you expect the supply chain to break down before the end of this year? Supply chain? Well, do you mean like everything? You know, food, clothes, fuel? It's a hard thing. If you're thinking of the whole thing breaking down, that's a tough one, man. Crystal ball.
I think some things will be a lot harder to get hold of, and
yeah,
what you can get hold of is going to be costing more, isn't it?
Definitely. I think there's an inflation and also shrinkflation as well. We spoke about this before. You get like just say for argument's sake a great big box of cornflakes, and what you're looking at is the weight inside. Okay, don't be fooled by the box. I guarantee you open that box and you go, where's my cornflakes gone? So there's a lot of that going on. Okay, people are paying the same if not more for a great big package. Mars bars are great at that, aren't they? You think, oh my god, look at the size of that, but they've done something to the packaging to make it look bigger than what it actually is.
Toblerone's another one.
Toblerone. Can you imagine opening one of those these days?
Well,
you know when they're great big ones at the airport and a little thing like that comes out? Oh god, I won't cry much. Are the mystery boxes? Oh Christ, look at that one click and it's just vanished. Are the mystery boxes any good on your shop? Yeah, we like to think so. We do them in what, £13.50 ones.
Well, you pack them, so what do you reckon?
I've packed most of them, so yeah.
We try to get a good mixture in them, and especially if you have a subscription package. We don't repeat what you have in the boxes, or try not to anyway.
Yeah, that's very rare that they get duplicates.
Yeah.
And what would happen is if someone's subscribed to them, so they get a box every month, we keep an order of exactly the items that we put in there. So every time we come to pack the next one, I literally get all of them out, go through them all, and we make sure that there's nothing they've already had. So they're always going to be getting something different. And of course, Lee's been working really hard behind the scenes, and there's always fresh stock of different things coming in. So from our standpoint, yeah, they're really good. I think they're a good bargain actually, because you always get more value for what if you was going to buy them individually.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if I can say it if it goes £5 over or not. No.
Oh yeah, well, I said it on the videos. Yeah, we always
Oh
go-
well,
go
that's fine. Yeah,
a few
so
pound over, yeah.
so if you get like a £50 box, you know, all of the stuff goes to £55, and the 30 quid goes to £35. So you're always going to get more bang for your buck, as it were. And of course, if you was to buy them items individually and put the shipping on all of his individual items, yeah, you'd save an absolute fortune doing it in one way that way. Any recommendations for a good hooped bivvy bag? A good hooped bivvy bag.
It's not back.
Single or double?
Yeah.
I've heard that the Dutch ones are good.
Yeah.
The double, single ones, aren't they? Dutch ones. They're single, and that's what put me off, because I was scared that if I went into a single hoop bivvy bag, then the Gore-Tex is laying on the sleeping bag, and if it's heavy rain, if that starts seeping through, I'd rather be double hooped to make sure that I've got that breathing space and all that. So I always go for double hoop bivvies. I've got the Special Forces one in camo, a DPM. That's been great, but one word of advice: if you're a side sleeper and you're broad shoulders like myself, you flee down the side, it pops it out and it collapses. So you do have to modify it to make sure that it doesn't happen. Make the bit poles a bit bigger, that sort of thing. Recommendations: like I said, I use the SAS one. Sorry, the SAS one. The Dutch one I've been told is very good, and I don't think they get their problems like I was scared of. Oh, you see something about smoke pack, was it?
They do one, don't they? But it's not something I've ever used.
It's hard to recommend if you haven't actually used them. I mean, I can only recommend one that I've used.
I tend to move around a lot when I'm sleeping, so the last thing I want to do is stuck in a bloody
Cheers,
bivvy
Mark.
bag.
Gosh, it's all good
Did you
there.
miss?
I've got the most comfortable
Yeah,
bit of the
I'm
box
trying to
here.
get it out there. Let me see. Litter picker, he's still going. Yeah, you can grow Nicotina without a greenhouse, but not for smoking. Okay, I didn't know about growing for smoking, but it's going to be cheaper. Just buy it now. Yeah, probably right. Like I said, you buy cigarettes now, and then you buy them 2 years from now. I guarantee you, if you've got a big stack now, you'd be glad you did. But can you imagine that if he was a 20 a day man and you wanted to get 2 years worth of smokes? It's going to be a big outlay, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you'd be tempted to smoke more than 20 a day then, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Let me see. Rice still cheap, lots of energy. Yeah, man, I'm always buying rice. I mean, if I was to estimate what I've got, because I've got some stored somewhere else, in total I've probably got about 60 kilos of rice, and I would say 25 kilos of that is actually vacuum sealed. So when I get time, I'm going to end up doing the rest. So I'll be speaking to you soon for some more of them blue barrels. Them barrels are great for storing food, by the way, that he's got in the shop.
Carlos was saying that.
Carlos, oh there we are. The Outdoor Gear Review did a good on the Russian hoop bivvy. Oh really? Oh cool, nice one, Carlos. We'll have to check that out one day. Do you know, I haven't seen that Outdoor Gear Review guide for donkey's years, but every now and again I'm researching a bit of kit and equipment, and his name often pops up, so he does do a lot of reviews. Fair play. One thing I did note today, which was on the news of some description, was the UK Chancellor, our friend Mr. Rishi, is frozen benefits due to a complicated IT system. That did make me laugh. He said it's 30 years old, it's out of date, blah blah blah. So because of that reason, he's decided not to expand upon benefits, and a lot of people, you know, they've been made redundant. It's very hard to get employment, and you know, people need all the help they can with all of the prices going up. So our wonderful Chancellor decided, you're not getting any more. I can't understand the computer system.
Well, perhaps they're getting ready for the social credit system instead.
The social credit system, which everyone is absolutely bricking himself about, because I'm not ashamed to admit it. I remember seeing David Icke years ago, and he said, if you want to know what's going on tomorrow, look at China today. It turns out he could be right, scarily so. Here we go. My mate is a farmer. Fertiliser was around £450 a tonne last year. Now over £1,000, so that's over 2x. If you can get it. Red diesel, here you go, Lee, was 65p a litre, now is £1.30, so that's doubled.
I bought some not so long back. But
Yeah, you did, didn't you? I remember.
you remember they're burning a lot of diesel in the Ukraine at the moment, today, with the war machines.
Yeah,
And,
true, yeah.
America is sending diesel out there, so diesel's going to be scarce, and whatever's left is going to be
Yeah.
sky high in it. And
You tell me your experience about trying the hoops you had to jump through, getting red diesel.
yeah. But like,
Bloody hell.
you're talking all the agriculture use diesel, the haulage use diesel, industrial machines and that, and you know,
anything to do with the production of food.
Yeah.
In a backdoor sort of way, it's all been really hard to get hold of, or really expensive. And I mean really expensive. Like you said there, it's a huge price hike, and farmers are already struggling as it is. You know, because I don't know what the difference was between pre and post Brexit with the subsidies, but with that being said, with everything going up, you know,
there's a knock-on effect there. So if the
so,
production of a product, with farming or whatever, if that's costing more, then it's going to be more on the shelves, isn't it?
Oh, the arable crops, man, for sure, definitely. I mean, look at the price of wheat and things, and you know, you look at like corn, like we said on the last live stream, that is heavily reliant on fertilizer, and because fertilizer is so expensive, or almost impossible to get in some places, they're just not planting it. So when they're not planting it, how many different things are used from corn? And someone said probably about 80% of everything you see in a supermarket has some sort of corn in it, which is absolutely frightening. Because you think of 80% of the supermarket over time just disappear. Scary times for sure. I mean, like I said, I know a lot was going on in America, but not over here. So I remember before we moved up here, everywhere we used to go for a drive, there was fields and fields and fields and fields of sweet corn. That was last year and the year before. So I don't know what's happened this year. So if anyone knows this year about what they're noticing with sweet corn, that'd be good to keep us in the loop with that one for sure.
I have heard that there's going to be another price hike at the end of the summer as well, on goods and fuel and all sorts.
Yeah.
But who knows?
I reckon, like someone said, when do you predict shit to hit the fan? I'm not sure if it's going to be shit at the fan, but what I can tell you is any time between September and November is going to be huge. It's going to be biblical, mate. It's going to be seriously bad, and I'm not joking. You're looking at the energy prices are going to jump up because they're switching every 6 months. So April 1st, how convenient was that? April Fool's Day. So a lot of us saw energy prices just go crazy. When we got a guy who works for us, Craig, his electricity bill went up to £300 a month, and he's only got like just a small family home, £300 a month just for electric. So you can see that going another £100 plus in October. So with that happening, you're going to have a massive shortfall of harvest for what's grown. I know in the US, and I'm suspecting in the UK as well, with what we're seeing with fertilizer prices, there's not going to be that many crops available. So of course, once the harvest comes in, that goes into the production areas, and from what they gather from that, there's not going to be much on the shelves. So anytime between September and November, you're going to see the energy prices go up, you're going to see food prices go up, and also coincides with exactly the same time as what they call flu season. Okay, so there's big talk of H5N1, which is apparently, how true it is I can't really confirm, but it's being touted in media now that there's been one animal to human transaction case in China. I think there's 1 or 2 in America, and I think possibly 1 in the UK. Unconfirmed, as I said, but if that starts to be put in the media now, you can guarantee it when it comes to flu season, and what they're putting out now is slowly going to get more and more and more in the media. So keep an eye on those 3 things, okay? The flu thing, the fuel thing, and the food thing, all at the same time. So yeah, I would say you've probably got 5 or 6 months to do what you can to make sure that you try and make your lives as unaffected as possible, because it's going to be expensive and it's going to be difficult, to say the least. Most maize planted here in the UK is for animal feed. So yeah, that's what I suspected what I saw last year, because to be honest, it did look very much not very nice, to be honest. So maybe it's GM, I don't know. I know that before we left Brexit, that the EU refused anything to do with GM food. So now we're out of it. I did hear that we are considering, this was a few years ago now, considering actually growing GM crops on a main scale here in the UK. So if that's the case, I wouldn't be surprised to see all the animal feed on GM corn. And of course, you eat animal products, you're going to be ingesting that GM nonsense as well. So Yeah, pretty crazy. No diesel, no supply chain equals starvation. Oh, he's quite good at maths, isn't he? I like that. Oh man. Let me see what else is on there.
There's something about a year's supply of food.
Well, back up here a bit, is
yeah.
it?
Up a bit more.
UK Prepper Man. Oh, I'll catch up. Hi Chris, by the way, UK Prepper Man. Is it here, is it? I filled the lorry today with over £1,000. Last year was 630. Still got petrol stations selling 1.85. Yeah, it's 180.9 over here locally. And that's a big of a jump up as well. The sweet corn, grass needs loads of fertilizer. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's a heavily reliant crop on fertilizer. That's why a lot of in America are switching to soy now. So you're going to see a big uplift in the soy market.
I think it was like
keep going up, is it?
Yeah.
Is it in capital letters? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think it was is 1 year's supply of food the ultimate goal. So I think it's just whatever you can afford, really.
Yeah. my advice on that was, I mean, I remember speaking to my dear friend Roach, and he actually done a lot of working out of disasters that's happened in the UK since World War II, and he said on the whole, most disasters, serious disasters, never last more than 3 months. So with that in mind, I would say a good first goal to aim for is a minimum of 3 months of food for you and your family, okay? But not just food. Learn to do without toilet paper. It's not as difficult as you think, all right? To be honest, it's not that serious. Things like toothpaste, yeah, make sure that you've got loads of toothpaste, toothbrushes as well. Because can you imagine running out of toothpaste and you go there and there's just nothing there? You start getting toothache and tooth infections and things because you haven't been cleaning your teeth. I went balls out and got 2 years worth, and I stowed them away and don't even touch them. You know, I just get your toothpaste as and when it runs out, so I know I've got that taken care of. I've got 2 years supply of soap. It doesn't take that much, to be honest. You can go to places like Savers. Savers are fantastic. It's White's coal tar soap. When they started doing tests, when all the issue started, it was the one that come out top for killing most germs and bacteria from a bar of soap. So okay, brilliant. I've got loads of that, and I like the smell because it reminds me of my childhood. White's coal tar soap. Coal tar soap, should I say?
Oh no, you're right. It's all the day-to-day things you use at home.
Yeah, exactly. Well, a lot of people don't talk about it, but it's always food, which is great. Food is your priority. Okay. So what I'm advising is, when you start to slowly stockpile your food, you want to aim for a minimum of 3 months. Okay. Once you've got that 3 months, put it away and do not touch it. As tempting as it is, don't touch it. Okay. Then you just carry on. You slowly add to it. All of a sudden, you get 6 months. Keep going till we get a year. All right. And then, like I say, try not to touch it, cool dark place, and just try and forget about it, okay? And just try and carry on as normal. But like I said, whilst that's going on, you've only got to do it once. You just go to Savers like once a week, and you buy like, I don't know, 8 bars of soap or something. It's not going to look out of place. And over time, before you know it, you got shitloads, all right? As I say, once you've got it, soap's never going to run out. Toothpaste is not going to run out. Shower gel's not going to run out. Get all of that, stick it away. Don't worry about toilet roll, okay? There's ways and means you can deal without that sort of stuff, because one, it takes up a lot of room, and you know, can you imagine if you've got a small amount of space and you're stockpiling food, how much do you think a year's worth of toilet roll is going to take up in space? Take that out, how much food could you put in that space? That's the way my mind thinks, okay? So don't worry about toilet paper. You will own nothing and be happy. Okay. What events will be going on at the Prepper Meet? A big social thing. I've tried it before. We had about 4 or 5 different events going on, and not one single person bothered. To be honest, if you've not been to the Prepper Meet before, you're going to spend most of your time chatting with like-minded people, having a laugh, sharing hints and tips, exchanging contact details, having a few shots, and all good around a campfire, etc. So
you have a charity auction, you're saying it?
Yeah, I'm doing a charity raffle there.
Yeah,
it's for the Gurkhas this year, so lots of people bring kit and equipment to donate to the raffle. Everyone will be buying raffle tickets, and we'll be pulling numbers out of a hat, and you basically just go in there and choose one prize at a time. Lee's kindly donating one. I'm donating some prizes. We've had a guy from Southwest Survival donated a prize already. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of good prizes, and you know, you could bring something like a mess tin and a mug and a knife, fork and spoon, put that in there because you've already got some. Someone wins that, they haven't got one. You go in there, oh my God, look at that, a stainless steel flask and a bottle of vodka or something. Fantastic. So there's going to be something for everyone, all right? So it doesn't matter how small the price is, okay? It really doesn't matter. Okay, so if you haven't got much money, it's absolutely fine, all right? As long as, you know, everyone's going to win something different, which is the main thing. As far as the events, we try to keep it like a social gathering because, you know, if we started doing things like that, it's very, very hard to keep on top of times. People could start chatting, oh my God, I should have looked at that bow drill course an hour ago. It's finished now. So we don't bother. We just treat it as one big social gathering, stroke network, stroke car boot sale event, isn't it, really? Yeah. So people bring, sell, swap, give away, sell their own kit that they don't want, they don't need anymore. So it's really good. So if you're like me, you love going to a car boot, if you can find one in Wales. If you love them sorts of things, this is all 99% prepper related. Okay, so if you're new to this and you need kit and equipment, that's a great place to go because you'll save an absolute fortune. You haven't got to spend money going on eBay, buying something you didn't realise was crap. You haven't got to spend money on shipping. It's just all there. You can feel it, look at it, check it all out. But at a price if you want to, you know, it's all good. So time's getting on. We've got about 10 minutes left before we wrap up this evening. Oh, we went for the lorry one already, didn't we? UK Prepper Man Chris, good to see you on here, mate. Red diesel is used in the fridge units on lorries. Really? Oh, I didn't know that. Take a look at that.
Well, yeah, so it's some sort of generator to run the fridge.
I thought it was agricultural. I didn't realise that the transport system uses red. That ceases and regular diesel substituted, then the cost will be passed on. Yeah, I guarantee. On regular diesel, I filled up on the motorway services, £800 plus. Oof. Bloody hell. An Amex card, eh? Remember them?
Well, I heard yesterday that they're thinking about rationing it out in America.
Diesel, yeah, I heard that, yeah. So usually what happens in America sometimes trickles to the UK. So yeah, be advised. I am a bit worried about diesel because I've got lots of petrol stores which I need to offload, get some money for that and put back into diesel and have some sort of store. So I'm a bit concerned because I haven't got any diesel stored myself at the moment.
It's almost like they want us to use electric cars, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, no cars at all.
Which you can't buy because of the chip shortage.
Yeah.
Oh, electric cars. Do you know what? We could do a whole 3-hour non-stop show on why electric cars are crap, right? And it'd be an awesome viral video, I'm sure.
Well, they don't want us in the countryside. They want us in the towns.
Oh, you're actually talking truth there, man.
I don't know. Perhaps I'm just making it.
No. I think you're right. Most part of the year, we've seen it already. Right, come on, Prepper Meat. Yeah, Metallic Reality. Thanks for putting that up there. So anyone who doesn't know, Metallic Reality has just done a comment. The Prepper Meet the 24th, 25th and 26th of June, Church Farm in Ardlair. That's not too far from Stevenage if you don't know, okay? So yeah, lots of people are going this year. It's going to be great. They said when USA sneezes, the UK catches a cold. Pretty much. So what happens in America comes over here. And like I said in the last live stream, was it 5.3 million birds, chickens were wiped out in that one factory unit because of one positive PCR test case. So all of those birds were destroyed, all of the workers were sacked, and that business ceased to be just because of one bullshit PCR test. So yeah, that's the power that they hold at the moment. Do you have email? No, a good way to do it is to go on Instagram on my backup account because I've just been blocked or whatever it is because I said something silly. Apparently, wasn't even a swear word, believe it or not. Yeah, crazy.
It depends which camp you're in.
That's true, yeah. Multicoloured. I'm bringing my Tesla to the Prepper Meet. Go easy. Oh my God. Okay, mate, that's fine. You can bring your Tesla if you want.
Do you want me to charge it up? Diesel generator, is it?
No, we're only joking. No, you're more than welcome to bring it to the Prepper Meet. Diesel in short supply because we've sanctioned the biggest supplier, Russian crude oil particularly. Yeah, that's true, high in diesel. Yeah, that has got a part of it to play, to be honest, and it's not the be all and end all. Russia don't supply the world, but yeah, you're absolutely right, they do have a fundamental part to play in the oil chain for sure. and of course gas. Someone's laughing about the car. Look. Thanks for bringing this all together, mate. It's cool. Like I say, I do follow a few American channels, and I do love watching live streams. One of my favourites at the moment, if you're not subscribed to him, his name's called Pinball Preparedness. Now, love that guy like my own brother. Okay, he's a really nice guy, and he does 2 or 3 videos every single day. So he's really climbing up the ranking right now. And what he's saying, a lot of it to me makes absolute sense. So Pinball Preparedness, a good channel to watch. But we do want to see more of this sort of thing here in the UK, all right? So especially if it's prepper related. I know people do live streams in the UK, but not all of it's about prepping, etc. Right, here we go. Please can this super chat be given to Lee to assist with his channel in any way he sees fit? Yeah, absolutely, bro. Yeah, for sure. No problem at all. Check out Alaska Prepper. Yeah, we watch Alaska Prepper. He used to have big problems with the internet, but I think he's got that sorted now. So yeah, he does some good content. Who else is there? Adapt 2030, a good channel. David Devine, and of course Ice Age Farmer, most of you will know now, and Neil McCoy Ward, if you want a heads up on financial stuff. Really fascinating information, and it looks like Neil's turning into a prepper live before our eyes, which is bonkers to see. But yeah, someone who's like highly intelligent, he's made an absolute fortune advising people and financial things. Here's actually
Oh, thanks, Al.
oh my god,
What a gent.
gee whiz. Oh my days, Al, you're my brother, dude.
Thanks, Al.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I mean,
Yeah.
Lee's trying to grow his channel as well, and of course when I do videos I always put links on there. So Lee's done some awesome videos. If you, is that offer still valid for the packs, or is that
Yeah,
all,
no, it's still there until they all run out. Yeah.
yeah, if you head over to Lee's YouTube channel, which is
The Bug Out Shop.
the,
Yeah.
the Bug Out Shop, if you type into YouTube for Bug Out Shop, you'll see Lee's YouTube channel, and he's done a video yesterday, I believe. It went loaded live, and it's basically half price on these backpacks. And
Yeah.
they're serious backpacks. I'm not mincing this. This is seriously good, okay? Loads of you guys who have ordered one already, trust me, when you open that box and you see that, you're going to say, wow, that's a bargain. I can hear it all over the country when they open the boxes, you know. They seriously are. Because we try to help as many people as we can with all sorts of information, kit advice, blah, blah, blah. So lots of people have made the right choice there. Ice Age Farmer is ace. Yeah, Christian's awesome. I'd love to meet that guy one day. But should we do a live stream with Christian one day? I'll chat with him to see if he's available soon. That'd be good. Canadian Prepper. Yeah, Canadian Prepper's cool.
I like a guy called Goshen Prepping.
Goshen.
Yeah, Goshen, I think it's called.
Oh, right.
And the family guy, well, family of preppers. And
Oh, is that UK, is it?
No, in America.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's expeditory. Yeah.
Don't we all?
Yeah. I love that name.
No, but
I just wish we had proper access to firearms, to be honest. No, well, yeah, I can't say anything live on here because I'll get well told off. It's a prepper shop. Thumbs up. Yeah, it is. It's an actual prepper shop for preppers. There's not many of them in the UK. We know of I forgot his name. Down in Cornwall. He's got a huge Lincoln. That's it. He's got a massive prepper shop down there, and we got one over here in Wales. Get your money in gold. Do you know what, mate? Like I said, we looked at the gold. Well, why did I do that? Clicking the bloody things. No,
yeah, it's got a bit of, it's had a bit of a slump, isn't it? The gold, but
yeah, it's literally nosedived.
But I think it's this war in Russia. It's like gone off the news agenda a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the fear's gone.
Do you know what I think they're doing is when they're gathering data, they're pushing out all of these events, plans, in my opinion, and when they notice that the time that the public is spending viewing certain topics, they start to get they're not interested in that now. Right, do something else now.
Johnny Depp now, isn't it?
Johnny Depp. If someone gets a slap at the Oscars or wherever it was, you know, it's like, oh my god, really? So yeah, it's absolute BS. Full spectrum survival. I do like Brad and Kelly a lot, actually. I'm a little bit. I haven't watched many of his, say, the last 30 or so videos because they're all about Russia and Ukraine and World War III, which I believe it's not going to happen. And it's not on my spectrum. Anything going on in Russia and Ukraine, I'm paying no attention whatsoever. Okay, there's far too many important things to be concerning yourselves than what's going on over there. A lot of it's staged, a lot of it's propaganda. You don't really know what's going on, so you're going to spend a lot of time chasing your tail like you would if you're interested in politics. You know, I can't think of anything worse than spending, you know, life is an amazing gift and waste it arguing politics and religion and stuff. It's such a shame, but that's where I think this war in Ukraine is. I don't put any energy into that. My immediate energy is making sure my family is safe and fed and warm.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of crap coming down the roads. That's what my focus is.
And then whatever happens, isn't it? As long as you've got your family sorted and.
That's right. Yeah. Charity begins at home, as it were, and like you got to look after yourself and your loved ones.
Yeah.
Everything else, like Russia,
you can't control it. You know what goes on elsewhere.
It's completely out of our hands. I mean, we can spend all life arguing on Instagram or Twitter or whatever it is and saying who's right, who's wrong, and it's like, where does that get you?
Yeah.
It'll just give you a mental health problem at the end of the day. So, you know, try and avoid that if you can, mate. You know what I mean? Agreed. She is useful advice. Are you having problems getting shop stock with a lot of going to Ukraine? Well, funny enough, when it kicked off, there was a bit of a problem with food and gas masks, wasn't there? Yeah. Oh my days.
We had calls from Ukrainian embassy after, you know, thousands of rations and med kits and all that, and
that's a true story. We actually checked it out, and it was the Russian, the Ukrainian embassy in London, I think it was.
So a lot of suppliers,
was true,
and are sending stuff out there. So of course that's got a knock-on effect of UK shops and whatever, but we're getting there at the moment.
I never get to read all of this. You're having a right kick, weren't you?
Buy silver while it's on sale.
Yeah, pretty much. Good shout, dude. Absolutely. Yeah. The price of silver, mate, honestly, I would. If it's anything like the spot price, which it's not going to be, but if it was, I'll be like adding more to my stack for sure. But I know when they say it's like £17 an ounce, I'll guarantee you no one in the world is going to buy 1 ounce pure silver coin for that price.
You got to remember as well, anything they mine out in the ground, they're using diesel to mine it. So the more expensive the more expensive it's going to be to mine, the more expensive the product's going to be, isn't it?
I don't think people realise the impacts that a diesel shortage is going to have globally, you know, because if it's UK, US, you're probably going to see it in Europe as well. Ronnie, if you're still on, mate, what's going on in Germany? That'd be cool to see what's going on with diesel at the pumps. What you heard on the news, maybe. You know?
Over €2 a litre.
Bloody hell. It's breaking through that important barrier. Bjorn, oh yeah, I love Bjorn, and sometimes he comes on here, to be honest, but I haven't seen, until I get the internet, I haven't seen hardly any YouTube videos. I can listen to them, so what I do is I get my phone, I'll stick it up on my front window, because I've got a big, thick stone cottage, and I'll get very, very little internet there, so I'll put it there, I'll put my Bluetooth headphones on, sit about 10 feet away, and I'll listen to more like podcasty stuff on YouTube. I don't actually watch any YouTube, so I could listen to Bjorn if he's going to be, he does a talking channel, right, so that might be worth checking him out, see how he's getting on. But hopefully we should get the internet soon, eh? Yeah, we've had a bit of a development, so yeah, stay tuned. It's looking good. It really is looking good. What about copper bullion? That price is volatile AF. Aluminium went crazy. A lot of aluminium goes from Russia to Australia, and that price went crazy when the Russian thing happened. So this message is held for review. Shout out to the moderators for doing a good job, because we're trying to keep the chat a lovely place. And yeah, if you're going to be an a-hole, good luck with that, because it won't take you long to get your ass kicked out of here.
I think it was the profane version of poo that got him.
Oh right, was it?
Got him marked.
Well, that's pretty. Survival of Lily. Oh god, that's what we're talking about. Oh, okay, yeah.
About the other channels, yeah.
Stay tuned. Yeah, I know. Right, okay. So I think we're pretty much out of time. We've run 5 minutes over. I've got to get back to my loving family. Lee with his, and Mark's got a few things to sort out too. So, without further ado, thanks very much for everyone coming along. sharing all of your hints, tips and ideas and all the questions. I hope we've answered as much as we possibly could, but we want to try and do more of these because, you know, I'm sick and tired of, like I'm saying, I know lots about America but nothing over here. So yeah, we're learning lots already by what you guys are saying. UK Prepper Man, thanks buddy. Diesel. Right, all good. Night night everyone, and
cheers,
stay
guys.
funky.
All the best.
Right, up you get, lad. Oh. Thanks everybody. You take care.